talking a second ago, Sarah and I work primarily with ACT prep, but we found that using GradeCam as a tool to help with standardized testing has really changed the way that we do things in the classroom. So all educators, I think, have run up on this misconception when it's time to start raising standardized test scores, but the idea is if we will just teach the kids more things, that somehow that's going to result in higher test scores. But if all we're doing is pushing more and more at our students, what we know as classroom teachers to be the case is all that actually results in is completely overwhelmed students, completely overworked teachers. And the good news is that the data supports us now. We have the data to say that if all we're doing is pushing more, I got distracted. If all we're doing is pushing more, we actually have very stagnant test scores. So what we're showing you is national ACT data, but I suspect this is going to be true for really any kind of standardized testing, in that nothing happens if all we're doing is trying to increase the volume of what we're pushing these students. So in this classroom where we worked, we were tasked with raising ACT scores, or PSAT or SAT, whatever that may be. And we knew that the formula that worked is that students needed to take practice released items, right? Whatever we want our kids to be good at, they have to do more of that. The problem with any kind of test like that is then I now, as a teacher, have to score all of that, and nobody has time for that. So GradeCam fixed this problem for us immediately, and then it gave us this instant feedback. As soon as our students took the test in the classroom, we could grade it right then on spot and get some feedback about how they were doing on whatever assessment piece it was that we were ultimately going to be scored by at the end of the year. Better than that, not just getting their scores instantly in that moment, we were able to get data about which questions they were missing, so on spot we could start changing what we were teaching and fill in the gaps for the things that our students weren't understanding.
So many technical difficulties today. So, grading is super awesome and doing it super fast is also super awesome as a teacher. But where we really started hitting our stride with GradeCam is actually in the data report. And so we're going to show you a few of the data reports that are available to you as you score too. So what we have done here, we were doing a actually this is ACT used as a benchmark test. And so what we're looking at here is how many students have scored benchmark, how many are approaching benchmark, and then how many are below benchmark. And I have created these particular standards myself. So this is something that you can do with your own curriculum, whatever it is that you're using. And we can see here that this school actually needs to do a lot of work, right? Because a lot of kids are below benchmark. And we actually added in colors so that we can see at a glance what is happening. Now this is something that we do with schools, but this is absolutely something that you can do on your own using the GradeCam tools available to you. This is another view, so this is the same data, right? The same set of scan, except that now what I'm looking at are the scores on the ACT. Okay, let's go back to that. So again, with the color coding, I set those colors because what I wanted to know at a glance is what I needed to work on. Now here's the problem. This is a math test. So the takeaway from this data is we need to work on math. Now, as a classroom teacher, that's a real hard PowerPoint to make, y'all. The math one, where I help the kids all of the math. So what Christi and I did was we said, okay, well, we actually need to know what it is that's being missed. So we started looking through the test and tagging each question with a teachable skill, because I don't know if y'all have read educational standards, but they're not teacher friendly. So the very first thing that we did was we actually dove into the data to the reports that ACT could get us, and this is an ACT score report. So this is what a kid gets whenever they take the ACT. And so looking at this for a specific kid, and we'll just look at English right here, so that that can be our example. We see that they break this down into 3 different things.
Okay, so at this point, Sarah and I are doing the thing that every educator has done, where we're saying, okay, if you're going to assess my kids with this test, I need to figure out what standards are. And for English, these are the 3 skills for all of high school English that a kid is supposed to understand. So when we delve into that a little bit further, this is everything that we get. And I know you felt that. Like you go looking for the information and there's just not a whole lot there. Okay, so I'm going to show you punctuation just for an example. For a high school student, they tell us that what they're being tested over is that students need to be able to recognize common problems with standard English punctuation, obviously. But that doesn't tell me anything about whether or not my students are not understanding commas, or they're not understanding semicolons, because the difference between what is pushed out by a testing company and what we experience as teachers in the classroom is that I need a teachable skill. I need you to explain to me, once I have this data, what is it that I'm supposed to do with it? So like Sarah said, we just decided to take the test ourselves, whatever it is that you're assessing your students on, and we just started tagging every question with the actual skill a kid would have to know in order to solve that question, because this was wildly unhelpful. And the thing that we learned is true pretty much about all state and national assessments for students, which is the amount of skills that they test is actually finite, and they're testing the same things over and over again. So by administering released items to students and scoring them instantly with GradeCam, and as long as we know what's being tested, we can start remediating immediately on the skills that our students don't understand.
What we did is we call these our skill buckets. Now, these were the skills that we tag each question. So some examples of that would be like commas or specific job or slope or whatever. And so using GradeCam, we use their standard feature to tag each question with the particular teachable skill. So that when we take our class, and then they take the test, when we scan it into GradeCam, GradeCam basically sifts our kids into our buckets. So that when I need to remediate commas, I don't have to remediate commas with all 150 of my kids in my class. I only have to do it with the kids who are missing the comma questions. If I need to remediate slope, I don't have to do it with everybody. I only have to do it with the kids that need it. And so this gave us a really detailed look into what the kids were actually missing and allowed us to target instruction to their actual needs. So, if we use this on a school level, and we do use this on a school level, so we will administer tests to an entire grade level at school, we can get data like this. And this is, super valuable information to have. So looking at this, we can see this is at school we were looking at. They have a lot of work that they need to do in math. But the best part is that we can actually drive this down to the teacher level. And so this is Mr. Davis at this school. And so we can see that his kids are in a different boat than the school. And so Mr. Davis, when he starts school in the fall, the very first thing that he is going to work on his kids with is real life math, because they clearly do not understand that. And then he's going to hit some of the other skills. And so this is what Christi and I do now. We've taken our experience in our classroom and we're kind of applying it, to other schools and other classrooms. But what we're doing with GradeCam can absolutely be applied no matter what content area you're teaching.
So at the end of the day, if you're kind of thinking about how to better help raise your student scores on whatever assessment it is, the two biggest things that GradeCam can help with is that instantaneous feedback. There is no loop where you're waiting for several weeks after you've mailed something off and they're going to send you a data report back. It puts it back in your hands and it happens right now before the class period is even over. But the other thing is using those score bands, you as a teacher can decide what's actually being tested in those questions. You can throw the standards in the trash until your principal walks back in, and you can actually code them with things that are actually helpful for your students and instantly remediate the things that they're not understanding. So with this combination, we've seen exponential growth in our classrooms. I have no doubt you will be able to as well, because it's just going to cut out a lot of the inefficiency and lag time that you've been experiencing. So if you have any questions about how to do that in the classroom or what GradeCam looks like in the hands of the teacher, we would love to hear.